Crossing the divide. Abdul Majid Barakat, until recently one of the Assad regime's most trusted officials, is now at a safe house in Istanbul meeting opposition activists. The former Ba'ath Party member was in charge of collating information from across Syria at the secret Joint Crisis Management Cell in Damascus.
It was a mission for me when I was working there to leak the information, to transfer the data to the opposition internally and abroad. They found out there was a leak a month ago and I had to leave.
Later he took us to a location elsewhere in the city where he's under 24-hour guard. It's here that he showed us the documents, many of them marked top secret, that he took out of Syria, hidden under his clothes in a bag taped to his back. You were one of the few people who saw the reports coming in from across the country with the real information of what was going on. What did you think when you read these reports, when you found out what was happening?
Any person reading these reports will be shocked and will realize that Syria is living a true crisis, killing, criminality, suppression of protesters. However, security chiefs try to paint a beautiful picture in their reports. They ignore many substantial facts on the ground simply to boost the president's morale.
Information getting to Assad may be watered down, but the documents still point to a regime that's desperate to keep control of the main cities. Cities like Aleppo and Idlib. There are detailed security plans for both. One document orders top officials to give financial and moral support to government supporters in Aleppo. In one cable marked confidential, the foreign minister is warned of countries trying to influence diplomats to defect. It goes on to detail offers of asylum by several states. But the real fear is that the government will lose control over Damascus. The command cell meets in the heart of the capital, and the files include clear orders to stop protesters from getting into the city.
Here we have the security plan for Damascus. It shows that the city is divided and put under the control of the security and intelligence forces. But what is significant here is the deployment of thousands of the regime's thugs to control the capital. This presidential decree says that any gathering or demonstration in a public square shall be deemed as a riot and be culpable for imprisonment from 1 month to 1 year.
So this is Rais, the president, Bashar al-Assad.
James, how is it that Al Jazeera managed to authenticate these documents?
Well, we've had 2 Al Jazeera teams who've been working on this for days. We've been through the documents in detail, looking at the documents, not just looking at what's in the documents, the detail of the documents, looking at the letterheads, looking at the signatures on the documents, speaking to Syrians, speaking to opposition activists. And we're very confident that the documents are genuine. Having said all that, some of the documents, as you've seen, are signed by the president of Syria himself. Now, it's not possible for us, of course, to go and ask him whether they are genuine, but we are very confident.
All right, James Bays from Istanbul. Thank you, James.